Okay, so I'm going to talk to you a little bit about your map project. I've already talked to you about it once, but I just kind of want to go over it. I know some of you might be a little confused, but I think you'll do fine. Okay. So your map can be anything that you want it to be. It can be a treasure map, a park, a playground, a house, a city, a school, a mall. I even had somebody turn in a map of Stewie from Family Guy. You can just be creative, okay? Or if you don't want to, you can do a treasure map or a playground like I did, okay? Just don't copy word for word exactly what I did on my projects. Okay, so this is my first one. I have two examples. In this video, I'm just going to show you the map. I have paper examples of this map along with my legend and directions, as well as a legend and a map for my playground as well. I also have instructions, the guideline copies as well, so if you need that, you can have that too, if you've lost it. So remember last time I said you need to make a map. You also need to have a legend, which kind of looks like this. And they don't have to be on the same page. On my example, they were. I kind of condensed them down, but you can put them on the back or you can put it on a separate page. And make sure that if you do put it on a separate page, you staple it, put your name on it. And then directions. On the guideline number 9, it says directions, but I told you last time that if you do directions, I'm going to make it as extra credit. Okay, so for your project, if you want to work in partners, you can during this time, but just remember that your project is due Tuesday, and you may not see that partner before Tuesday. So if you don't finish it in class today, one of you is going to have to take it home and finish it and bring it back Tuesday. If not, you can always work by yourself. It is okay. I had a lot of people in B-Day finish it in class. You have enough time to finish it in class if you use your time wisely. If you finish early, you can turn it in, and it's perfectly fine. If you do finish early, I would like you to work on your test corrections. If you don't know how to do your test corrections, I have copies of how to do that as well here. If you weren't here last time, then I'm pretty sure someone can explain to you what I want for your test corrections. If not, you can wait till I get back. You can also work on your homework. When you came in, there should have been 2 sheets on this black cabinet shelf, One was your bell work and one was your homework. I wanted you to work on your bell work a little bit before you started your project. So if you do finish your project, I want you to continue working on your bell work. And I want you to turn in your bell work at the end of class. Even if you haven't finished it, I want to see how much you've done. Okay, so let's go back to my treasure map. So this is my treasure map. And you can see that in my treasure map here, I have all these numbers. I have 8, 1, 6. I basically have 1 through 10 here, okay? On the directions on the guideline, it says that you have to have 10 different things. You need to have 5 intersections, a segment, a ray, a set of parallel lines, and 2 angles. And that's what these numbers have labeled, 1 through 10. They're all one of those 10 things. So, going back to my legend, I have each of those things labeled on my direction as well. So, I have my legend and my map together. So each one of these numbers corresponds with something on my legend. So number 9 here, cute angles, are my trees. So number 9 here, I have my trees that look like cute angles. Number 3, parallel lines, are my totem poles. Right here on number 3, I have totem poles that look like parallel. Number 7, supplementary angles, birds. My birds up here, even though they don't really look like birds, I'm calling them birds. They're my supplementary angles. You can be creative in your drawings, okay? Obviously, they don't look like birds, but, make them what you want to make them. my ladder right here, 6, are vertical angles. Ladders don't look like that, but still, just be creative in your drawings when you do it. Okay, and the last page, I have my directions. Now your directions, I don't want you just to say, and you know that they're extra credit, but I don't want you just say that turn left, then turn right, go straight. So, for example, one of my directions right here, number 4, it says, I'm jumping over a tree trunk, and then I'm going to go northwest until I see the parallel totem poles. Every one of your directions has to encounter something on your map. It doesn't actually have to encounter the 10 things that we talked about, but it has to encounter something that is on your map. Mine, I made a treasure map, and it leads to the treasure, my directions, okay? Yours don't have to lead to anything. If you make a playground and you just want to go around the different play areas, then you're perfectly fine to do that. I'm going to show you some examples from, go back. I'm going to show you some examples from, let's see, yeah. I'm going to show you some examples from other classes. If you look here, this one is a map of a playground as well. Playground. See, I have one of a park. The park and the legend right here. I also have one of a house. Let's bring that one up here. Oh, camera. Okay. Someone's house, and their legend is also along it as well. Okay, so those are just some examples that you can do. You don't have to do those, or you can, but just go for it. Okay, so be good for Mr. Nelson. He'll tell me if you be bad.